people who speak a second language, what have you overheard people saying about you when they thought you couldn't understand? I was working construction, white guy in Nashville, only one on the site who spoke English. The painters were talking about my man boobs in Spanish. So, in Spanish, I yell back across the house, "They're still nicer than your sisters." Dead silence. Then roaring laughter. I got greeted with a super enthusiastic "Ay, gringo" every morning after that. Yeah, I felt kinda happy when the Mexicans at the restaurant I worked at started calling me gringo. I felt like we were friends. I'm Mexican. This is a sign of friendship for sure. Many things overheard. But my favorite moment was early on when I first moved to Japan in 1994. Waiting on the train platform in a rural village when a mother and her young son come through the gate. Immediately the son grabs her mother's hand and tells her in Japanese that they have to be careful of me, that I'm a dangerous foreigner. He promised to protect her, but he was hiding behind her. We had a long wait. Eventually he decided he could creep closer, still muttering under his breath about the foreigner. So I muttered back, "I love Japanese children. They're delicious." He ran screaming. I did not feel bad about it. Sat across from two German girls on a train. They said I was 7/10, maybe 8/10 if he smiled more. Looks like his mother died or something. Smells nice though. I told them my mother was fine. Savage. My mother was fine. Can't say the same for yours. After I destroyed that pussy last night. Ay, gringo. I was in downtown Seattle on the ferry to Bainbridge Island, sitting across from these two gorgeous Swedish girls. They were talking about how good looking I was for an American, and were debating inviting me back to their hotel with them to party and show them a good time. Now, I don't speak Swedish per se, so this interpretation was based entirely on my imagination. At a blackjack table in an Indian casino, two Mexican dudes were kind of drunk and talking business. Big business. Of the Breaking Bad variety. I kept my head down and mouth shut and pretended I didn't hear a goddamn word. You did the wise thing. Yeah, it was the 90s epidemic and bodies were being found in ditches. My mother was visiting hers in Prague, and walked to her car with German plates. Some idiots were standing next to her car. One said, "I can't wait to see how that stupid cow is going to get out of that parking spot." And my mother answered, "Well, if the stupid cow got her car in there, she's going to get it out of there too, right? Checkmate." I lived in Western Africa, where most 99% of white folks are visitors who don't stay long enough to learn the local language. Even though English is an official language, most prefer their native tongue. One day I left my cell phone in a taxi, and had to chase it all the way to the taxi ranks. Out of breath I asked, in English, for my phone. She said she had it and I had to pay what amounted to $10. I said no, and she should give it to me. I paid my fare. Her and the other drivers started speaking Fanti, saying I should pay more, maybe $20. I had the money. I was an American. So I walk over to her slowly, put my hand on her shoulder and say, "Auntie, oziande mi ya abroni, wo dwin eminsace Fanti, eh? Wo se, jinpa yesen ohonia. Eh? Auntie, because I'm a white guy, you think I don't speak Fanti? Your people say that a good name is better than riches, yes." All of the cabbies got quiet and turned to her. She just held out my phone, and I grabbed it and casually walked away to the 000s of all the other cabbies. From that day, whenever I took a cab in that town, they called me Jinpa, a good name. I live in Japan and this happens quite a lot and to varying levels of insult. I'll tell a cute one. I was at McDonald's perusing the menu board, and the longer I stood there, the more uncomfortable the staff became. "Oh no. No one speaks English. We have to find the English menu. Shit, where is the English menu?" I told them, "No, it's okay, I'm just thinking." They all sighed in audible relief. I'm from American but I live in Japan, and my friend came to visit last year. While we were sitting at a counter at a sushi restaurant, this Japanese older couple came in and sat in the seats next to us. We were just looking at the menu and talking about what to order, and I overheard the guy next to me talking to his wife saying, "Oh, I wonder if they're okay. They probably can't read the menu. Should we do something? Maybe we should help." It was actually kind of cute. I just turned to them and politely said that there was no need, but I appreciated the thought. To be fair though, that's pretty common in Japan it seems, at least in Tokyo/Osaka/Kyoto etc. Seen many a tourist look dumbfounded in eateries there. Not in real life, but I was once playing Stronghold 2 online, 2v2. Apparently pretty much everyone on there was German. Anyway, I'd greeted them in English, so I guess they assumed I only spoke that, and so even though there's no allies only chat, they felt comfortable talking about their plans with each other. They discussed their strategies in German. I understand German. I did well that game. I sign. But I'm not really skilled enough to speak English while I do it, so I don't. Plus there was no need to. I was the only hearing volunteer that night. Earlier this year I was a volunteer at a deaf event held in my town. It was at a pool hall that was just open to the public as well as the people playing in the deaf competition. I was actually shocked how often a hearing person would come in and say something rude and mean about us all signing away happily. Eventually I just got sick of it and told one group walking past I could still hear them and the looks on their faces were great to watch. Sad face. Always suspected that happens occasionally but never could confirm. Two old Japanese ladies in a sauna were talking about their niece and how she was about to marry a stupid American and was making a huge mistake. Finally one of them said something like, "There's other people in here. Maybe we should talk about this later." To which the other responded, "What? Those two white girls? Yeah, sure, like they would understand. My friend and I were only like 12 but were in a Japanese immersion program. When we left I said, I hope you get the problems with your niece worked out." A friend of mine and I, both Americans, were in Sweden riding a train to our apartment. We were both fluent in Swedish, but we were talking in English, because it's easier. Two girls get on the train and sit across the aisle from us, and they say in Swedish, "Look at that guy, my friend. He's so hot. He looks like he works out. Has a nice beard. I want him. I need to have him." My friend and I both play it casual because we know that they'd be pretty embarrassed if they knew either of us spoke Swedish. Then my friend pulls out his phone and calls a friend of ours, and in Swedish says something along the lines of, "Hey, just checking if things are still on tonight. Call me back when you get the chance. See you later." To her answering machine. We sat there in silence for maybe 5 seconds until one of the girls says, "And he speaks Swedish? How awkward." Then we made small talk for a bit with these girls, until they ran off the train at the next stop. Your friend missed an opportunity there. Kind of reversal here. Ex-girlfriend, native Russian, and her sister were bad-mouthing a fat American for wearing pajama pants and slippers in the grocery store in Russian. As it turned out their Russian radar was a bit off that day, because she turned around and replied back in pure Russian the equivalent of, "If you bitches aren't paying for my clothes then shut your mouths." They did. I speak fluent idiot, so I can read most Reddit comments without any problems. I have the opposite problem. Everyone assume I speak their language. In New York I have been asked for directions in Korean, Chinese, Japanese and Spanish. Korean grocers and 7 to 11 Pakistanis all assume I speak their language for some reason. I guess my slightly dark average Asian look blend in everywhere, maybe not Northern Europe. Korean grocers and 7 to 11 Pakistanis, lol what? I wish I had a picture of you. My dad's company was doing work in Iran back in the 80s when diplomatic relations started to deteriorate. There was a lot of money in escrow waiting for a project's completion. They sent an American whose parents had been diplomats along on the project because he spoke Farsi. While they were working, 2 guards near them had been talking, so the engineers asked the guy who spoke Farsi what was being said and he said he would tell them later. When they got back to the hotel he explained how one guard had said, "Let's just kill them now." And the other guard said no, wait until they finish the job first. They grabbed their shit and hopped the next flight out of the country that night. The next day the American embassy was overrun, starting the hostage crisis featured in the movie Argo. I'm a black guy living in Japan. I hear things all the time, but this exchange remains my favorite. I was sitting on the train and there were 2 girls standing next to me. Girl 1. Wow, Ioak, it's a black guy. Girl 2. Yeah, I've never seen one in person. Girl 1. He's quite big and scary, don't you think? Girl 2. Yeah, but you'd still sleep with him, wouldn't you? Girl 1. So would you. Unfortunately I didn't make anything happen from that. Uneasy face. Not really talking about me, but once I walked into the office of my high school to see the nurse because I was feeling sick. The secretary made me wait there while she was talking to her friend in Spanish over the phone about how she didn't know she was pregnant when she got drunk a week ago. Maybe her Spanish isn't great and she was embarrassed that she got drunk a week ago. She was so embarazada. Back when I was working as a checkout supervisor at Kohl's, had to handle a customer complaint/return consisting of 2 older Macedonian women and one of the women's dog enters. Was speaking to the daughter in English as the older Macedonian woman couldn't speak proper English. After realizing that they were not going to get their way, they proceeded to speak in Macedonian to each other how I was too young to help them, which means I'd be too stupid to be handling their issues and I was probably a delinquent who takes drugs and will probably rob their purse and etc. Responded to them in Macedonian saying that is no way to speak to your future son-in-law and gave them a winky face. The daughter laughed, but they turned into prunes. So many Romanian people feel the need to insult me and my children. I, of course, insult them back and then after some homemade liquor we're best friends. Life is beautiful. German here. During my exchange year in Canada, Quebec to be exact, I went to the gym and the trainer talked to me in English because my French wasn't perfect at that time. Overheard some Quebecois girls mocking me for not speaking French. Stuff like, oh look at me I speak English ha 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 ha. Ever heard the cliché of Canadians being so nice? Yeah, that doesn't apply to Quebec. Quebec tends to have the superiority complex that is stereotypically applied to the French. That guy over there correlates purple abstractions. My listening comprehension isn't great. I used to live in Taiwan and for some reason the locals always like to discuss what country they think my group of friends are from. We had a wide variety of English-speaking expats. They really couldn't seem to wrap their minds around the fact we weren't all Americans. But I also had the reverse experience. My friend and I were on the bus standing in front of a seated elderly grandpa reading a Chinese newspaper and somehow my friend and I ended up talking very explicitly about our sexual history and background. Very graphic with personal preferences and that sort of thing. We weren't too loud, but we were definitely talking detailed descriptions and experiences in earnest for the majority of the 20-minute bus ride. My friend gets off the bus and waves bye to me as live a few stops after her. The second the bus starts moving again, the grandpa put down his newspaper and says in perfect English, "So, you two are both Americans." I was dying as I had to make polite small talk for the next 10 minutes with an elderly grandpa who clearly understood every single word coming out of our mouths. I speak fairly fluent Spanish and work as a lifeguard in England. While I was cleaning one of the changing rooms, a bunch of Spanish guys got out of the pool and started getting changed, and one of them watched me saying something along the lines of, "Wow, this guy has no idea how to do his job." I walked near them and asked everything all right, gentlemen. Shortly afterwards and he swiftly shut up. Most satisfying exchange ever. I speak 5 different languages, but my most interesting experience was at a convenience store in Nashville when my band was on tour in 2014. We stopped in, and there were 2 big guys behind the counter. They start mumbling back and forth in Russian. These kids are gonna steal something. Yeah, watch them. And so on. The rest of the band didn't notice, so I went up to the counter, bought a candy bar, and greeted them with the standard "Kak Kenna." With a huge smile. The oh shit look that swam across their faces was so amazing. Totally worth the $1. My friend's dad speaks decent Japanese, and was at work one day when 2 visiting Japanese businessmen entered the elevator he was in and started talking mad shit about how stupid Americans were. One of them said something along the lines of "we have to learn English, and this stupid asshole," referring to my friend's dad, "doesn't speak any Japanese." My friend's dad paused for a few seconds, then replied, "I speak a little, enough to understand what you just said, anyway." He told me the look of horror on their faces was absolutely priceless. I get to pull this one once a month, at least. My favorite was when they brought along an interpreter to the meeting and were saying very different things among each other than the negotiation stance they were relaying in English. So at one point I just switched to Japanese. When I worked as a cashier, these 2 Russian men came through my line. I told them have a great day and one of the men said to the other, "I wish I could take her with me." I immediately made eye contact with the guy and said no. He turned beet red and ran out of the store really fast. His friend ended up carrying all their stuff, laughing his ass off. I gotta admit it was pretty funny. Nothing but yet. I am a native Polish speaker living in Australia. It was Christmas Eve and I had not yet bought my girlfriend a present. I went to one of our malls which is open 24 hours on Christmas Eve and decided to do some shopping. The queues were ridiculous everywhere, but I decided to go to the Tiffany & Co. store as I had little idea what to buy so I was in line to ask for assistance with an item. It was a pen that was on display. I was in line for a good 10 minutes when a yuppie, posh, expensively dressed, entitled Polish-speaking couple are within earshot, and I overheard this. "Honey, let's not wait in this queue and cut in front of this guy," referring to me, and slowly they inched closer and closer in front of me and sort of merged with the queue. I thought I'd let them wait with me for a bit before I said anything, especially because they were praising themselves on how clever they are for jumping the queue. After about 5 to 10 minutes, when they were well and truly in front of me, I thought back to my old days, living in the grey communist flats/blocks of 90s Poland, and thought of how I would have reacted to this situation back then. I put on my Warsaw Ghetto attitude and said a "Wyko, kurwa me," translating roughly to, "And what the fuck do you suppose this is?" They looked at me with shock as I directed them to the back of the queue. I've always hated the wealthy Polish migrants. They have weak souls.